You guys having a good night? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoying the muggy day. I gotta say, I usually like these kinds of days. I come from Seattle, so like these kinds of rainy days always make me like kind of homesick. Um, my parents are actually still over there in Seattle. They're over there living close to Mount Rainier. Um, and today I have I'm gonna try to get over two pieces to read you guys. Um, the first one is called Mountains. And it's a piece that I wrote pretty early on into finding like the writing community here in Chattanooga. So I kind of like accredit it to finding like these groups in this community. But I'll give you a little bit of a background to it. I was at a point in my life where I kind of just wanted to, it was a very specific moment. I wanted to get away, leave Chattanooga for a little bit. And I used to go to school in Asheville. So I went there for a weekend, and that's where this piece came from. Um, and it's called Mountains. And really, what it's about is really is about my parents. It's about a bunch of other things, but really, it's about my parents. Particularly about my mother. I think she is someone that just hearing her life story. I don't think I've met very many people who has suffered as much, has been through like as many things. From like finding out a few years ago about like sexual assault to since I was a child, like seeing scars from accidents that she's had. Um, and so I've always kind of grown up knowing that like my mother is like just a really strong person. I've seen a lot of sacrifice, um, and this is a piece about watching that grow up and then kind of seeing how that forms you when you like one day take a look around and see yourself. Um, so this is my mountains. I was raised in the shadows of mountains, nestled in valleys, and nurtured by rivers. I've seen mountaintops burn to life, change, die, but breathe again. I know the peace of spring and the pain of a wind with no remorse. I've heeded calls when the sun set, determined to never wake again. And I've heard the sunrise whisper that there's further still to go. I abandoned you and left in a hurry, only to return and collide with your permanence, with what's changed. I was raised by the mountains. I must be one too. So that's the first one. The second, um, the second one's a shorter one. And this one is pretty much about three women, three types of women. If you're lucky enough to have in your life, this whole thing could be about one of those, or each stanza. It's three stanzas could be about each type. But in my life, I've been fortunate to have nurturing women, women who build you up, who really that's the only way that you can become your fullest, you know, who you are, the love. There's also the romantic type, right? Company, just someone to share life with, share moments, someone to share your being. And then there's the type of people that bring other people together. Um, and so this poem here is called Mujer, which translates to woman. Um, and yeah, like I said, if you're lucky, maybe you have had one of these type of women. You're like, Mujer, I've been held, made to know I'm fragile, made to believe I'm meant to be whole. I've been coddled and destroyed, infiltrated and disposed, dethroned, really. I've found bliss the way God intended. What is a village without motherland?
Ooh.
The game.